Oh, that's great. We play this. We draw. There it is. We found it. We cast it. Good game. We'll go ahead and target everything. 2, 5, 3. And we have extra damage to assign. There we go. Good game, opponent. I think I'm fine just running at 42 cards because we have a lot of potential deck thinners. So let's just run it like that. Let's see. Unfortunately, I don't have any blue mana here, so I don't think this is a good keep. There we go. We keep this one. And since I can top a land with this, I think we'll still just... Nope, I'm going to do that. I'm going to go greedy. Pure greed mode. So what we'll do is we'll top a green source with this. So that way the next turn we can play Champion of Dusan. And hopefully we hit another land, and then we can play this twice. Oh, we don't need to hit a green source for this, so let's hit a red source, I think. Drake, you're saying nice. You went 4 and 3, and your Ugin list is at currently 3 and 0. You haven't finished your Ugin round yet. All right. Ugin is definitely a card. If you resolve it, it's possible that it wins you the game, not because it's you're getting all those cast triggers to exile, but just because it just upticks gains you so much life, and it's an uptick of 2, and starts with so much loyalty. Plus, the initial cast trigger of the card can get rid of the threat. I have to admit, I kind of like that Evolving Wilds. It does feel like it's potentially got some dragon influence on that ridge, but it kind of has a representation of all the land types in there a bit. The only thing you don't quite see so well is a swamp. Okay, so we are going to go 1, 2, 3. Play this. We will get ourselves another blue source. We will play it with the Harmonize. So effectively flashing it back. And I'm going to get myself another red source. I'm willing to trade for their agent if they are so inclined. And then next turn we can play this down and have ourselves a 7-7. I think I might go for a 4-4 and a 3-3 though. The reasoning of going for 4-4 and 3-3 is the wider approach is potentially better if they play cards like that. Depending on how much removal my opponent has, the wider approach might be better. But we got this. Let me read this card again real quick. As long as you control a creature with a counter on it. Yeah, I'm gonna make the bad move then. We're gonna do the silly play. We're gonna go for the 7-7. Get punished by a removal spell here, right? Maybe I should have just gone for these as the play. Where I played this, then this. Get that wide approach going. Been able to play that. Get this to be a 3-3. And I still would have been representing almost the same amount of damage as playing this like this. But I would have been more flexible to removal. Ooh, okay. That's a nice draw. Let's play this real quick. Combat. Attack for the 7. This is sorcery speed, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't necessarily want to crack my treasure. And that's because if I draw Ureni, I won't be able to... I'm still 1 mana short from playing it. Or it's Ureni. I'm not even really sure how you're supposed to pronounce the name of that dragon. The Song Unending. Okay. So, let's see. We can cast this Prowess Trigger. Cast this Prowess Trigger. Draw 2, discard 1. Alright, play the land. I'm sorry, discard land, I mean to say. Play the stories. Prowess Trigger. Speak of the Devil. Play the land, combat. Swing. If they do the double block, I'm good with this trade. But it looks like I'm going to go +3/+3, so the counters will move onto the Goldkeeper. Which means I lose the counters, which means this shrinks. We'll pass here. If I discarded that, would that have been a good idea? Okay, so we can play this. It's going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, and then we just point the other damage anywhere. As long as they don't have Snakeskin Veil, that it will be an amazing play. Alright, we're going to go for it. Sadly, we didn't have the 1 more mana in play, so that way I could get rid of the Pack Beast. And there they go. I actually should have still pointed that last point damage at the Pack Beast, so that way I could have attacked with both of these. That way, if they try to block this, it would still be a trade. But that's fine. We still got there. Okay, we can keep this. Because we have 2 of the 3 colors in hand, and this can go get our 3rd color. And we play this, get ourselves the blue source. Now here's the question, do we just land, hold up the counterspell? I don't think that's a good play. I think we just jam the Tawny. Oh, okay, that means I don't need to worry about the land here. Get in. We tried playing a Renew deck our first time, and it just didn't go well. We didn't draft the right cards for it. Let's go ahead and play this. Get ourselves another red source, another blue source. Get in for 2. Okay, so when that attacks, it's going to drain us because it has that trigger. It doesn't say other, right? Just simply if a creature? Yeah. Our opponent's got a lot of removal. Let's actually use this here. Puts that back in hand, and we can actually hold up the counter spell. Yep. And now we don't have to deal with that flyer. That shuffles back. Let's attack real quick. They take it. We'll go for this, and we'll actually go with a 3/3. The opponent's been showing that they drafted like potentially a lot of removal spells. So I'm just going with the idea of going wide attacks here instead of just one big one. Yeah. Stadium Headliner is like a removal spell, but they need to get the board big for it. Yeah, I'll take the hit because I swing back for a lot more. Okay, that's a bad draw. Hey, Tiny Miner. Put Kratz on first. I mean, we're doing well. The teamer draft styles have been definitely paying out for us. Our opponent, though, has been doing a lot of, like, graveyard hate type cards. Now, that is an up to 2 trigger. You don't have to exile cards. Let's see. If we swing wide, we trade against the 4-2, and the 3-5 stays there. I think we're better off just waiting. Because if we hit Ureni, we can just cast it, and it'll kill a number of the blockers, and we'll be able to win this turn. The turn we cast it, I should say. Let's see, how many lands do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We could potentially play 10th. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that would be a lethal swing then. They had no card to discard. Do I just trade with that? I think we will. That way they don't have it available to them for the next time. We'll play this, we'll hold the land. So they can sacrifice the leopard and discard draw. So it's like if it's a land that they want to cycle away. But if they do that, then if we hit a single removal spell, they do lose on the crackback if we don't bother blocking. Assuming they don't hit no more action. The game has decided to gift us with a lot of lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 of our 17 lands. I probably need to trim a land. I just realized I'm at 17. I thought I was at 16. Oh, that's great. We play this. We draw. There it is. We found it. Well, you cast it. Good game. We'll go ahead and target everything. 2, 5, 3. And we have extra damage to assign. There we go. Good game, opponent. They could still be in this. They could have a removal spell, but we have such a good setup to restock. And since... Okay, you bought yourself a turn. My creature has protection from white and black, which are your two main colors. So, yeah, there we go. Ooh, I don't have the mana fixing like I have in the other hands. And I can't play this, so I'm looking at... I have no playable, so we're going to mulligan. Let's see, we can put that on bottom. Actually, I'm going to keep this. I'm going to put this on the bottom. I'm going to be gambling this hand. So we can use the Sipsig Appraiser to fetch us into a green source. And then we can use that to help us play Dragonstorm, which will get us much closer to playing this. Okay, let's find that green source. Neither one of you are green source, but you do help us tap for green mana, so we're going to keep you. Whenever a creature you control dies, well, this card is in your graveyard, may pay 2. If you do, returns. Sure, I'll trade. We'll play. We'll play the Devotee, and we'll hold up the counterspell. We don't need to use the counterspell. That's great for us. Okay, can't counterspell it. Mana value way too high. Alright, we get to play this. Get ourselves 2 lands. We're going to get... I think just 2 green here. Now if we... Okay, so... I trade against the merchant. Right? No, it gets plussed. Shoot. This is kind of bad for us. We're going to go no blocks, because this is going to pump and make a bigger attack for them next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that means if we play this, stack the deck, get a red source here, I guess. We'll play this. We're actually just going to discard the Stormbird. And it'll be the opponent's turn. The advantage of doing this is I'm getting the ability to play Ureni next turn unless they hand disrupt me. That is definitely an aggressive line they got going on there. So, let's see. Seven. That is 7. We can take this out. We will double block like so. We'll take the 4. Yeah, Devotee's putting in work here. Because if it wasn't for this, I wouldn't have been able to get this out. Which means I wouldn't be able to do this. Does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. And this is protection from both white and black. So I don't have to worry about most of their removal spells. So we basically have a two-turn clock on them. The only way I had to worry about a removal spell is they destroy the Devotee and then make me sacrifice this. But at this point, I can now resolve this, get myself 2 more bodies to the board for defense, and start swinging in 10 in the air. Alright. Swing the 10. No interaction. Love it. And we'll go ahead and do this. Now, I'm going to hold off playing Breaker just on the offshoot that my opponent does have some kind of surprise board wipe kind of thing. Alright. I can't think of anything that they can do for 3 mana that gets them to stay alive here. So, good game. I won't lie. We were early on. I thought we were toast. But this is a bomb. And it definitely gave us a win there. Ooh. Kind of an awkward hand. But I will keep it. Alright. Well, we have the ramp target. We just need to find the ramp. Let's see. They didn't play a 2-drop, which means they probably aren't going to be playing anything too quickly. Let's go... What color should I get here? I think I'm going to just go for another red source. Well, we have double red, we have double green. Yeah, let's still go for red source, just because we have the feral. Alright, Teamer Mirror here. Oh yeah, it's always a problem there, Draco. Because we just got lucky that we found this in the first pack, so we just knew we could build to it. And I was worried that we weren't going to be able to build to it, because as we went through, like, the first, like, pack and a half of, like, our like, draft, we weren't finding the cards really to support it. Let's start things off with an attack here. We'll attack with the 4-2. It trades with the 4-3 and does a trample point if they block. If they don't block, that's fine. We got 4 damage in. We'll play the Highlands. We'll go to the Leopard here. I was thinking about just going untap land into the Artisan. That's a dangerous card. So this card here just shuffled back in. So they draw 3, discard a card. But they play it for 6 mana. They return up to 2 target non-land permanents to their owner's hand. Now, that's not really going to be that much of an issue for us if we have this out, because it just bounces back to our hand, we play it, we destroy the dragon. Okay. So, they get 3 mana, and they put that on, which taps it. That's fine. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we're just fine casting this as a 3/3 flyer. I was still debating whether I went Artisan or not. Okay. So, take a hit. That's a problem. We play this. We play this. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 7 for the treasure. So if we untap, draw an untapped land, we will have the answer to the Guardian. We're going to end up taking 6 from the Guardian, though. But when we take 6 from the Guardian, it will have done damage, so it'll be targetable for the X damage here. Okay. Oh, they're going to sit back. Alright. I'm going to attack with the Guardian, or the Feral. I want to see if they block. If they don't block, we play Devotee. Or maybe we just still play Ureni. Maybe I have to be careful of a counterspell. Yeah, let's just go ahead and hit with this. We'll play this. Okay, so they did have a counterspell. That's fine. Okay. So let's see, that's 6, 9, 10. Still have 5 points of life here. So even if they hit like a +3/+3 spell, we should be fine. Alright, we'll just untap this. They hit us, so it's now targetable by this. So, opponent, what do you got? Nothing? They played their Snakeskin Veil, so they no longer have their protection spell. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. I actually was going to deselect that so that way I can hit the bird. But there we go. Alright, I'm going to risk this hand. I don't have the blue source. But we do have the ability to get Formation Breaker out on turn 2, and then we could potentially have a turn 3 of one of these, depending on how the lands go. I know with the double-tapped Highlands, it's not a guaranteed. Nice thing about the Formation Breaker, though, is even if we don't get the extra +1/+2 from having a counter on our cards, opponent can't just, like, block this with a 1-power creature. Dragon Snake, you have some deck idea lists, but you need to do some things. All right. You know, I'm gonna say we guarantee ourselves just dropping out 4/2s instead of just playing a 2/1. I know I could just gamble into the untap land, but I think I'm better off just guaranteeing myself the 4/2. I got punished, but it's fine. Opponent might not want to trade that Devotee because they possibly need it for their mana fixing, because we don't see a blue source yet. By the way, this has a renew mechanic, so if you exile this card, you put a +1/+1 counter and a trample counter on a creature, so you can permanently give a creature trample. It also works really well on the Formation Breaker. No. I'll swing back for more. Okay. They went counter, sure. Let's attack, see what they do. We're probably going to play this, go fetch ourselves blue source. And then we're going to also play the Formation Breaker. Let's see, one of the things we could do is we could play the Tawny back, and we could discard this, and then we can harmonize with the Tawny back, because we could pay 1/2 for red-green and then 2 colorless, and then we can pay the blue with this to do the draw 3. Depending on how cards, you know, flop, we might discard this, because then it could be renewed onto the Breaker, making the Breaker a 4/4. And can no longer be blocked by, like, the Sultai Devotee. But it all depends on what we draw. Like, off the stories, whether we discard this or not. Because if we hit another one of these Sentinels, I might discard the Sentinel. But we'll see. We'll see. Alright, so they got the Night Watch. They put 2 lands in their yard. I like the idea of setting this up. We'll see what the opponent does, though. If they attack with the Devotee and the Nurturer, we'll trade the Sentinel with the Nurturer. Stop them from having lifelink. So let's play this right now. So that way I don't accidentally make the mistake and tap my blue source. Oh, hey. I think we found what we're going to do. Yeah, we're going to dig for lands. Hey, look, lands. We'll discard here. We'll go ahead and swing 4. Alright, opponent. So let's see, how much mana do we have? We have 6 mana, which means we can't use the Druid and play out the Feral. What's better, playing out the Feral or playing out the using the Druid combo? We'll see what we draw. Because if we hit a mana value 4 or less spell, Druid on the Breaker sounds like the better play. If we don't hit a mana value 4 or less spell, we probably just play the Feral and just go in the air. Party point reveals her. No! You're gonna take away my Ureni! No! Oh. Okay, yeah, we're gonna definitely be playing the Feral here then. Oh, that's so sad. I mean, we're still technically 3 turns away from playing the song. But yeah, there it goes. And it's exiled, so there's no coming back for it. Not that I had anything to bring it back with, but... Alright. Yeah, we'll take the 4. No blocks. We hit double feral here, so... yeah, we'll swing it all. Because they're going to use the Devotee to block. They're probably going to block the Tiny back, the 4-3. Not the Formation Breaker. So let's see, that's 4, 8, 10, 13. Alright, yeah, exactly what I thought would happen. Now, the opponent doesn't have their mana filter for their blue source, if they're even running blue. Like, technically, we know they are running blue, but... we know that we have the lethal in the air if they don't have a removal spell. Because we have 2 ferals. Doing this on the line breaker still is amazing. If, in the sense that I'll have 2 4-power tramplers on the ground also. So, yeah, we have this probably in multiple ways. By the way, Izzy, don't worry about it. I spotted it like the moment it got posted, so that's why I got I got rid of it before you did. What does this one do? This is when you hit players with counters on it, you lose life, draw a card, right? Yeah. And even if they hold these both back, it's still not going to help them because, like I said, we have the 2 Shriekers, we have Champion here, we'll trample over. Now, granted, we're only going to do 1 point of trample, and we'll end up doing a lot of trades. Assuming that they have an answer to Feral. The only answer I can think of to Feral is the -3/-3 spell. Okay, they decide to attack in, which is sealing the deal. Because now at this point, even if they draw the -3/-3 spell, they lose. Because they just don't have enough blockers. Alright, we'll go ahead and use this, put that there. Well, it definitely has interaction, but it's not going to save them, unfortunately. Yep, and it was the -3/-3 spell. But we got there. Ooh, okay, this is a bit of a risky one. I'm going to keep it, though. I'm going to go for the risk. Okay, we have multiple ways to draw cards, so I'm thinking we should be fine here. Okay, maybe not, considering the type of land we drew there, but let's go Dragonstorm first. And we'll actually discard the Sipsig here. Because next turn we'll go Forest into Tamir Tawny back. And then it's a matter of which card do we discard then? Do we discard Earth Carver or do we discard Artisan? Maybe we just discard the Stormbird. Ah, we discard that. Thank you, Rescue Leopard. You made it very easy to know what we're going to discard. Actually, yeah, I think I'll keep the Devotee over the Rescue Leopard. So next turn we can go land, play this, get this back to our hand. Opponent's in at least 4 colors from their lands, from what we can see. And they're doing a great job ramping. We are in some danger. We'll cast this. Pick that up. Attack. Is that a mandatory? Oh, it is a mandatory. It's not even a May. I don't know why you'd necessarily want to keep it on the battlefield versus bouncing it. But a lot of these type of cards are usually May triggers. That's why I was a little surprised. Oh, they're going to use a punch spell. And then we're going to take 6 on the attack. Oof. Yeah, that hurts. Alright. Let's see. Let's play Dragonstorm. Using the double blue's fine because we're probably going to be playing one of our other cards. We don't need you anymore. We'll go ahead and play our Sultai Devotee. Because Death Touch is a little bit better than just a 3/3 defender. And our colors are fixed for the most part. So it's not like we need the Devotees to help fix our mana right now. Oh, okay. So they gave up a Stormbird in a land. Oh, okay, okay. That's fine. I will totally trade with that if they offer it, but they did not offer it. We will hit you back for 3. Bouncing the Dragonstorm again. Now the next one, they can discard any card to get back a creature or a land from their graveyard. Imagine they're going to get back one of the creatures. Okay, that bounces that back, but does have haste. I think what we'll do is we'll play the Earth Carver here. Oh, do you have a counterspell? Oh, they had a counterspell. Nice, nice. I might just lose because of that. I was thinking, alright, I'm going to play this just to be on the safe side. Because my opponent might, you know, have, like, interaction on the board, and I wanted the 4/4 and the 3/3. Didn't even think about the counterspell. Because if I'd gone for the Tawny back instead, I would have been in a much safer position. Yep, there's the Tawny back. So we're going to take at least 6 points here. Which brings us down to almost the kill shot range of that Dragonfire. Let's see, what card was this one? That's the draw card one, right? Yeah. If they played those the other way around, we would have been basically dead next turn, guaranteed. As it stands, I think we're still dead. We'll play this. Draw, discard. We'll discard here, I guess. Discard, draw? Yeah. Oh, we lost, but we lost to the Team Mirror, so oh well. Opponent, You're spending way too much time thinking about that. But they definitely had... They had all the answers. They had all the answers. We didn't do a good job of bobbing and weaving there at all. Alright, okay. I can keep this. We have a turn 2 play, turn 3 play. This isn't good to see in our opening hand, but... We've seen that we can get up to the mana pretty quick with some of our draws. We'll play this. Okay, let's attack first. And then we'll play this. So once on red, blue, green, black, white, all the colors. I think we'll just discard this. Alright, exhale, and they're revealing the dragon that creates 2/2 tokens. Okay. They're probably going to create the token? No? Sorcery speed. Attack. I guess they might have another removal spell. Yep, another removal spell, okay. I guess that's fine, though, because they're not putting any pressure on the board. Okay, now their pressure is going to have haste. But we could just sacrifice the cat to get rid of that. Let's go for this. I mean, we'll take this, because we can cast that from the graveyard. Pass to the opponent. We're going to sack the cat the moment they try to cast a creature spell. Alright. You've lost your haste. Let's see. Play Dragonstorm. We'll actually discard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now let's discard this. Play this tapped. Cast this. Draw 3. Discard Devotee. And we know we have all the lands we need. All we have to do is just get to the point of casting this. Okay. Oh, that's right. That has Vigilance, doesn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we can cast this. Picks that up. Combat. Attack. I'm trying to trade this so that we can get their dragon off the board. It worked. Alright. They're going for the zombies. Is this sorcery speed? No, any speed. Hit another one of these. That's nice. Let's play this. That is more than enough lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we could have actually played that this turn. That's fine, though. We'll discard the island. Cast this. Ah, it's a good thing we didn't go for it. We gave them a target. They took it, so we don't have to worry about the counterspell. Uh-huh. Let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3, 6, 7, 8. Let's see. They have 10, so let's trade, right? Because, yeah. And we cast this. bounces that. We get rid of all of these. And we'll just throw the extra there. And now we have a two-turn clock. We'll play this. Discard. Play this. We'll go ahead and do this here. That way, if I get surprised by them playing the Teamer 3 damage to everything landfall card, we will still keep the creatures. Alright. Good game. Ooh, this is an awkward hand, but we'll keep it. It's awkward because we actually got to start with our duelist, which we haven't actually seen in this set of games lately. Go ahead and haste in for 2. Yeah, use your burn spell on that, so that way these are able to be trample threats. Oh, alright. The 3-1. Let's go and attack. Let's go ahead and play out Champion. Now, next turn we can't double spell unless we hit an untapped land. If we do, we can go Devotee into Breaker. That would trigger the Duelist. Or... nope, we can't do that into both of those. So what we're going to do is we're just going to play the land, combat, swing, and play another one of these. Now, this is the Prowess one, right? No, it's Vigilance Menace. This enters with 2 counters if you cast 2 or more spells. Got it. That's the Double Strike Prowess one. That's what I was thinking we were seeing there for a second. Yeah, we'll just take the 4. So, let's see. Cast this. Get ourselves Blue Source. Cast this. Get ourselves... should I get another blue? Yeah, we'll get another blue. Now, the problem is this has Vigilance. Oh, okay, so I'm going to bounce 2 cards. I can actually play both those back in the same turn. We'll take the hit this time. Probably shouldn't have. Okay, let's see. So we can play this and a card. I need more than just that and a card, though. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Devotee, Breaker, Leopard. I need that much to the board to not die with what's being presented. And that taps one of my cards, so I am dead. If they all out attack. Funny enough, it does grow the Breaker. Because you put a counter on my card. But if they turn everything sideways, I lose. Because I have to use 2 creatures to block the Master. And if I don't... well, I guess technically I can live at 1. That's always an option, I suppose. So, yeah, I guess we'll do that. We'll survive at 1 point. One of these gets to survive. And, yeah, as I thought, there was no saving us here. But we'll go ahead and play out the cards. Yeah, we whiffed on this one. Oh, that was rough. The double striking prowess creature was too difficult. I should have just traded against the master earlier. But yeah, I just was not liking the 2-for-1 trade. And I should have just accepted it. It got in for way too much damage. Okay. Sure, we'll try keeping this. Hopefully we find somebody who's not going super aggro against us. We'll start with the green source. Go blue source. We'll play the leopard. And we'll play out the other leopard next turn. I mean, it's got vigilance, so we'll just go ahead and swing. Alright. That's fine. Oh, they missed land. You know what? Let's get the prowess creature down. So now we can play Dragonstorm, trigger prowess, and see where we go from there. At the very least, we can discard a Highland. We'll probably tap it 1 blue, 1 red. Okay. That was a desperation draw attempt. Actually, yeah. Let's get the card draw. We'll discard one of these. Play this. Play Devotee. Get in for 4. Now we can play the Pharaoh and still hold up that treasure. We'll get the Dragonstorm to come back to hand. Oh, I've got to do this first, right? Maximum lands. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't even need this, do I? Well, we'll still play it. I was legitimately thinking, do I just discard it so that way I can do the discard draw? Okay. Well, we'll just end this one. We'll cast this, get ourselves 2 lands out of the deck, which I think is better to do this turn than playing the Dragonstorm. Play the land. And yeah, unfortunately we win this because our opponent did not draw their lands, so... Oh, man. We'll just go ahead and put them out of misery. The thing is, it's the Narset. They did at least get to like share like what their hand was, so that way we knew just how bad they're suffering with that land issue. Let's see, what were they holding? Oh, okay, so they needed 1 more mana just to be able to like do the drawing and discarding with that one. 5-mana spell. They never held up the mana for the counter spell. That was a bit of a problem for them. But now, granted, we did ramp a whole bunch, so I can understand them not wanting to hold up the mana for it. But that is a pay 4 because they had the River Regent, so they should have done that instead of just desperation drawing with the other creature. But who knows? Maybe they drew it later. That does help us cross that finishing line. I will accept the pity win for our last one. Just because, hey, we get to collect that 7 reward. This deck's MVP was definitely Ureni. It won us, I think, 5 or 6 of our matches, and our deck was built for doing that because we had the ramp, we had a whole bunch of card draw between like Dragonstorm, the Ferals, all these Tawny backs, so it made sense that we could actually find the song ending, and it was a case of we found it, we played it, we won the game. Simple as that. All right.